Indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you. Thank you for joining me again. For being a layer to this infinite experience we're creating. That's the thing I want to talk about today. Layers. The layers of life, Christian. You think you're tripping out because layers? You know? You're considering a bunch of layers of different sets of change, of shifts of understanding.
I think I'm just going through flux.
Yeah.
I'm going through a lot of like
stuff. Layers and layers and layers, dude. And it's not only one layer of it's like multiple like your relationship with your dad, with your sister, with your job, with this new thing that you're trying to do with your art, with grandma, your sister. Layers, dude.
Exercise.
Good morning, sir. Steve. I saluted you too. Thank you for joining me. Joy Vive. Congratulations, friend. You've made it. Here and now. Let's read something we're saying.
Let me actually chill with you. I need to chill.
Please
Yeah.
come chill with me. Say yes to life, Christian.
So that shit.
That you are willing to let the fullness of it wash through you and carry you into an ever deepening understanding. The understanding of what God is. Or of what you are. Right? Say yes to life. That you are willing to let the fullness of it wash through you and carry you into an ever deepening understanding. The understanding of all that infinity is. All that layers are, right? There's so many layers to being a human.
Did you eat my Zippo?
Yes, Christian, I consumed your Zippo. Are you blind? There we go. Not blind. It's a nice, I filled it again actually. Added some gas to that thing. He's burning some Palo Santo. He's not smoking any marijuanas. I don't know if I'll be smoking any marijuanas right now as well. We're gonna go out on a dinner with...
And Nelta's social anxiety he needs to deal with.
I do have social anxiety. You know, like I make it look, oh yeah, I'm so easygoing, so easy peasy, you know, I'm gonna talk to people. Actually dies inside. Actually has extreme social anxiety. Thank you for saging me. It smells nice. Suddenly I'm...
Well, wouldn't that be cool to transfer through the YouTube, huh?
What, my social anxiety?
Oh, the smell.
Oh, that would be... I was about to say, I think the friends probably understand. But the smell
My
would...
social anxiety.
All of us probably have had it. Christian, don't you get socially anxious?
No, never.
Liar! Fucking liar. This dude trips out more...
Calm, cool, and collected all
Oh, listen to him now. Yeah, I'm sure, Christian. I feel we all worry about things, dude. I had a friend here as well today that for some reason I had resistance to. I had resistance to hanging out in the first place. And I'm happy I did. I'm happy I did end up hanging out.
Mahalo. Mahalo, beautiful souls out there in the vast expanse of the earth.
Just picture everyone in their underwear. I understand the whole seeing them as just human.
Sorry to interrupt,
No,
Tommy.
of course
Shannon, I
not.
just want to say thank you so much. You're really, really awesome.
You want to share?
For being actually like the first patron, the real first patron. I'm not counting you. I'm not counting you. You're a friendly support.
I don't get to be content. But yes, dear Shannon actually became a Patreon supporter of Christian's. You know, the first
Thank
Patreon
you
supporter.
very much.
Thank you. I was like, and I noticed it, right? I was like, do you have two supporters right now?
Huh?
He's like, what?
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 Thank you,
What?
Shannon. Again, I love your Patreon. I'm so happy you like it. You see, it's like, I feel it's so beautifully contrasted as well. I was sharing this with Christian. For the type of person that I am and the way my Patreon looks is like...
Complete insanity.
Yeah, complete insanity, and his is like...
It's so edgy. It is edgy.
Yeah, oh.
It's a little bit edgy, but it's meant to be that way.
Exactly.
It's meant to be like mysterious and
It's a beautiful
a
balance.
wonderland.
Like I really like it, Christian. Definitely struggle with social anxiety. I never know what anyone is talking about. I usually just listen. You know, I'm like, and then I realize they want me to say something as well. and then I try. I
I'm
generate.
I think it's a very common thing as well. It's mostly like if you're in a situation where you don't know the people. I think it's actually kind of a clever approach to just sit and listen at first
Yeah.
instead of blurting out what people might not be interested in for the sake of just saying something.
You know, like what is the thing that really connected there for me is you cannot learn something if you're talking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can about yourself, I guess.
Yeah. But
Sometimes you have epiphanies as well, though. But I'm being devil's advocate.
like
you know.
when I'm in that context is talking specifically when it comes to social interaction, right? Like if you're in a social interaction and you're the only one you're not going to get to know anything about the person you're talking to. You're just going to be recycling information you already know, or might be reshuffling it a little bit.
I think it's even worse when you get two people like that in a situation, like on a first date, for example, and you're both like awkwardly just sitting there, like
Sharing bits of information.
I'm a Scorpio.
You know, and like after you really said it to me again, homie, it's been like locked in my brain is the importance thing, dude. It's been real. Like importance, and the other thing is making the other people feel comfortable.
Yeah, so Dale Carnegie writes in this book, a funny title book, it's a bit like in your face, but How to Make Friends and Influence People. One of the main factors that he discusses is everyone's fundamental need to feel important. That is one thing animals don't have that differentiates them from us, is the need to feel important.
I'm not sure about that, dude.
Are you talking domesticated animals or just animals?
Bro, isn't being chosen as a mate for reproduction technically an importance significant?
I think it's more like they don't really realize they're doing it. It's kind of like
Bro.
same way with the cat that gets in heat, right? When a female cat gets in heat, she can't really help it. It just like takes over her. It's like.
Have you seen how elaborate spider dances are to attract mates though?
Look at me.
And they'll run away, dude. They'll run away after doing the deed.
I'm paraphrasing the book. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not necessarily my opinion.
It's probably not necessarily the point you were trying to make either. I'm just thinking about the importance factor in animals as well. Animals can make you feel important.
Oh, they do. Well, they definitely do. That's the whole purpose of like dogs or cats.
Yeah.
Even just the responsibility of it.
Exactly. They're taking care of something. So you are important to its survival. That cauliflower is back. Hello to you, friends. And Noah is here as well, dude. So Noah had someone drive into his house once during stream, dude.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Jumped over a curb and drive into the house.
I'm so sorry, dude.
No, unfortunately,
That's
it's okay.
a crappy situation.
Mel,
I'm talking about the house, bro.
like the house is okay as
No!
well.
Oh no! I'm picturing that nightmare in my head, just the fucking
Seeing a hole in your house,
Oh
dude.
fuck!
I could
it
catch
was during
stream
rainy
before
season.
all but the memories fade. Friend, we're continuing our streams on the YouTube as well, right? It only ends when we ended. We are our pen. We are legion. We are many, friend. We're gonna be okay. We'll see more users. We'll see more good days still. Same. I have medication for my anxiety. Well, whatever it does, it works. Joyviv, I feel you're like one of the models, especially with the way that you ask questions. Like I was sharing this with Christian after our last Sangha, is you inspire me to be a better listener, a better question asker, Joyviv. Thank you for the person you are. Thank you for sharing your art. It's beautiful. Thank you for letting yourself see the art in the first place. I was checking out your Patreon. You used something I said during the last week's Sangha in one of your poems.
Probably.
More
The-
synchronicities.
The page is very much open for suggestions or wishes. You know. What was the right requests? There we go. Requests in general.
Requests as in they can ask you to write a poem about something?
Yeah, I can like suggest something.
Okay.
Something that might be an interesting idea.
Give you a prompt.
By our powers combined, we can make something beautiful.
Co-create something. Someone is saying you are still so handsome, Christian.
Who? Oh,
This co.
you sure he's not
Choo-choo?
talking about you?
Talking about you, Christian. Talking about both of us.
Pretty sure it's you, dude.
I'm smoking a cigarette
Great.
with a ball in it. which you can squish to add flavor. I've had some of those menthol cigarettes,
They're not necessarily always menthol.
but that's what they call them basically, right?
Yeah, I used to smoke quite a lot of those.
When I say I've had, it's like someone else did the thing, popped the bubble and then passed the cigarette to me, and I was like, "This is what you do to be included."
I'm
Guess I'll do
cringing
it as
so
well.
hard the fact that I used to smoke so damn much, dude.
I'm happy you stopped. Though.
Me too.
At one point in Christian's life, it became a part of his
Serious
relationship,
habit. Yeah, it actually started with the relationship.
right? That was not a healthy one for him. I'm smoking. Curly hair, cutie. Thank you, Heather, for joining us, friend. It's so nice to see you here as well. Just ask people about themselves. People love to talk about themselves. They do.
It's also part of the book.
They really do. But it's not always easy to know what to ask. I think you're really good at that.
Sometimes it's just like looking at their environment. If you're visiting their house, for example,
Asking
that's
them
quite
about things.
easy. Otherwise, their clothing. Otherwise, what they initially start talking about. You can see a little flash in their eyes.
Yeah, you can follow a tangent. You can. It's almost like digging for gold within the person's conversation. You'll see there's like a little shiny nugget, and you're like,
It's enough
"What's
social engineering from
what's
us.
this social?" What is this?
It is a social engineering book,
Dude, like I weirdly enough, Holmes, I had this moment once in my life where I was going through this trip that my entire family happens to be engineers, and the engineer that I am, if anything, is a social engineer.
Your mama not an engineer, dude.
I mean, technically she is, dude.
Or is she an engineer of food?
She
Food
engineer.
engineer.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
So.
Technically, it's a science, dude. And she has like tools she uses, and she creates something applicable, something that can be repeatable.
You are a social engineer, dude. Disgusting.
Bro, and unfortunately, social engineering has gained negative connotations. But if anything, I'm trying to engineer society, our social understanding of ourselves and of each other, as uplifted, right? Hopeful, seeing a bright future for all of us instead of doom and gloom. So, if it has to be that way, I guess it ought to be good.
Be careful.
I smoke like a pack a day. I try to cut it. Please do, friend. You deserve better. Smoke a joint a day.
If you
Curb.
if you believe it's shit for you, then try to stop.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's really not. It took me a long time, a really long time.
You have any advice to give on how you can really curb it?
Make yourself busy with something else. Something minute at first. Or exercise more. That's another big one. If you exercise, you can feel your lungs and you can feel the effects that smoking has.
Oh yeah.
And it becomes more real to you. I think
It's
while you're
tangible.
while you're sitting around and smoking, you don't really you can feel something, but when you really feel it is when you exercise.
Food wizard. I can't figure out how to comment on YouTube. It tells me I have to create a channel when I sign in with a username. Is that not a channel? I'm technologically goofy. I don't understand it either. Maybe starting a new.
You should be able to
account?
comment with an account on
Yeah,
YouTube.
just a normal YouTube account. I don't understand either. I'm sorry, Heather. I can feel it hurt my lungs now. I've been smoking 5 years. Yeah.
It takes about 10 years, if you think scientifically, about 8 to 10,
to replace all the cells.
8 to 15 years even, to replace every cell in your body. So it would take that long for you to recover fully from cigarette smoking.
The only way to do that is to start now. And today, what we're talking about today, Christian? Layers. Layers of life. Weirdly enough, if you stop smoking, it's like taking layers of that gunk off of you every day. That you stop every month, every year, every decade. Layers and layers and layers of you coming off. Right? And you're adding layers as well with the food you eat, with the air you breathe, the people you spend time with. True. I feel like I don't need to smoke when hanging out with girls since they don't like it. Now you should just figure out how to stop liking it.
Now try to replicate that feeling without
Yeah,
girls.
right. It's like it's one thing to stop doing things for girls, but realize that you're the real steal in this context, right? if you neglect yourself, you're not going to be able to really be that great of a person for the girls either. At least that's the way I see it, right? Otherwise, you're always going to be in the sense of, I'm neglecting myself, someone needs to take care of me, and then it creates this weird dynamic where people
Become
feel
dependent.
expectant. Exactly. Hey, Maxine's here too, joining us. Even Ryan Ventura as well. Thank you for joining us, Ryan. Susanna, love to you. Corey, hello, fellow Earthbound Misfits. Ooh, weirdly enough, the friend that was here today, she's creating a brand called Misfits. So that's what her brand is going to be called. We
Is it
actually
a trademark violation.
Probably. Probably. I'm happy I made it. I've been super exhausted, but I have good news. Please give me the good news. Susanna has good news. My parents gifted me a car. Their neighbor was trapped in a fire and my dad saved him. So he gifted us his car. It's nice to
Wow.
be nice to
That's
the nice.
that's massive.
That's crazy. Like I went on a roller coaster reading that comment even. Love to you, Susanna. I'm so happy that the dude whose house was on fire, you know, he got out safe.
Dad saved him.
That actually saved the person from a house fire. I'm happy that you have a vehicle. It takes 7 years for the body to replace every cell in your body. There we go. Drink enough water as well while you're doing that, by the way. Speak good words to your water. Holy smokes, Susanna. Holy smokes. That's clever. That's clever. Too soon. I hope everyone is safe. Seems like it is by the sounds of it. Good thing your dad was there. Fantastically so. Saved a life. Christian, don't you want to burn your apartment down so I can save your life and feel good about myself?
Although I burned your apartment down and I saved your life.
You know what? If I have an apartment one day, dude, maybe
Self-sabotage. So I can come.
Burns own. Please, Christian, I need your help.
You can't
What
give
are
me
you
a
doing?
car though, unless I don't know, you become a billionaire or something.
I wouldn't give you a car, dude. I would probably give you.
A lifetime supply of Meltmore videos.
Yeah, I'll just give you like infinite Meltmore merch. You're like, fuck, I don't want to wear your merch, asshole. Like, here you get.
You get the
You
shirt,
get-
you
you
get
get
these
this-
pants,
And it's like
scarf.
just whomp, whomp, whomp. And you're like, I'm not wearing that, dude. People will spot me from a mile away. I'm like, yes, that's the point, Kristen. You're like, no. I have too much self-respect or something like that. You're gonna be like, oh, 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 oh. I'll buy you like, this is where I actually went, like a small little hut next to an ocean, dude. That was where my mind really went. You know, probably be like a property
Yo.
violation as well. I'll just give you the hut. The land is not yours. And they have like the coastal police be like, you can't be your hobo, and you're like, please.
I turned that hut into a bar. It'd be a beach bar.
That's a plan. You need a liquor
With
license.
mojitos.
Bruh, you just sell them liquid. Liquid is like, what do you have on the menu? Just like a bottle full. It is like, is there anything else? Nope. I mean, I can put some flavoring in it for you. Different flavors at least. Rambler is here too. You've been missed, dear friend. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to have you. Sounds silly, but exercise means to help many things. When we put work into our bodies, we don't want to self-sabotage and do damage by treating it bad.
You know, it's
Same with food.
It's actually very interesting because you put in so much effort to try and stay healthy, and also on top of that, not just the health, but you're trying to improve even, like physically get stronger, more agile, more flexible, faster, so on and so
Smarter.
forth. And all that, it's not easy. You're putting in so much time and energy, and you're tired, you're sore, you know, and now you're gonna go and freaking undo all of that by chewing on a cigarette.
Or drinking alcohol.
Or drinking out. I'm not innocent here.
Bruh,
I'm talking to myself just as much as
I'm talking to myself as you're talking to me, bro. That alcohol session we had Saturday. My
you
brain,
got fucked.
my brain is like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh shit.
You shouldn't. Like, and I didn't
That
feel
was
that
a
bad.
lot of beer.
I didn't feel that bad.
So much beer.
But the calories,
Ew.
so much calories. Again, Rambler, it's nice to have you here, dear friend. How are you doing? How's the? He's been basically harvesting CBD this whole time, so he's been busy. Once when I want to smoke, she hugged me from the back, saying, "Don't." That's nice. A girl,
Don't.
bruh, that's really nice.
Don't.
Don't do it. Don't smoke that cigarette. I'm gonna love you
So
harder.
dramatic. You Americans are so dramatic.
I don't think he's American actually.
Oh.
I have this feeling that
Sorry.
cauliflower is not American. do let me know if I'm wrong though. Dry, it's nice to have you. Girls don't like smoking. Like,
Yeah, it's a filthy life.
I mean, it depends. I don't like smoking either, so know, am
I've
I-
known many girls that love smoking, like love it.
yeah.
Including my ex.
There's a lot of people that like smoking still. And nicotine is that there's more people that take nicotine now than there's ever been in the history of mankind. So choked on my milk hearing Christian's light and supply of milk more videos. You can just have all of my videos. Everybody has all of it, but you can have them too, Christian.
On a hard drive.
I'll give them to you on a hard drive. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? You watch them.
I'll watch them at
What?
your funeral.
He's been predicting my death a lot. There's like, he's gonna spit on my grave if I die before him. He says. It's like, okay, all right. We'll see who lives
Very
longer.
condescending. Now it's a challenge, dude.
Whoever lives the longest becomes
becomes
Wizard King.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly that.
Oh,
Pretty girl, Jovan, thank you for sending the love as well. I'm from China. You see,
China.
I knew it. Yeah, dude. And in China, smoking is a big thing. Dude.
How are you watching this right now?
Bro, he has VPN. He has a VPN. I want to stay.
Suddenly, the Chinese government zones in on his text message YouTube video.
I want you to take care of your health. That means no smoking, y'all. It's true. Smoking is, I mean, no smoking technically is the best, and I know I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I smoke joints. But I feel like the frequency of smoking cigarettes is the thing that really gets you. Like smoking 20. Like if I smoke 20 joints a day, I would literally be like, you have to like goo me off the ground. Consolidate me into like a ball here. When I turn back into goo. Get stuck in the carpet and stuff. 20 joints a day. Listen, can you imagine smoking 20 joints? Like actually, try to fathom that. Like my brain cannot make
I don't
sense
think
of
my
it.
lungs would
No.
be able to breathe.
My lungs, my brain would just be like, dude, you cannot take another puff. Oh, stop. No.
I mean, I barely smoke a J in a day, and that's already
Yeah,
like
exactly. Like smoking 2 joints a day is a bit much for me even. Bro, Zoe, oh yes. She was smoking me into a coma. Oh,
Really?
Yes,
Mm,
I was scared. I'm still scared.
you should be.
Oh, you're talking about smoking cigarettes. Sometimes I forget those are a thing. Exactly. You know, and that's the thing, that's how you know if someone is a stoner. If you ask them, do you smoke? And they ask, smoke what?
Smoke wish. It could be vape though.
That's also
It
true.
could be vape.
Probably weed. Probably. Doing so good, Melty. Thanks. I'm glad to be in the space. So much love to everyone. Love to you. Thank you for joining us as well. I'm positive since my COVID test came out today. Said I'm not positive. I'm positive that you're not positive, friend. Thank you for letting us know as well. Is that a gabagoo I see? So much love to you, man. So much celebration for our beloved Susanna as well. Yeah, he was there with the elderly, so they had been taking care of him for a while. He fell asleep while cooking, but he's okay. And now we have a champagne Toyota Corolla. What a trip, dude. You fall asleep while you're cooking, you almost
Bro,
die
I
in a
don't
fire.
like hearing shit like that because it makes me concerned for my grandma.
Hey, bro, your grandma, as I said, dude,
Actually, she wouldn't even.
we're
burn
gonna
it.
get super rich over the next 5 years, and we're gonna get grandma like a robot, though. Help her with legs, robo legs for her as well, so she can walk around. Bro, grandma's gonna be a freaking cyborg before all of us.
She'll live forever.
Grandma's gonna
Grandma's
live
gonna
the
live
sun.
forever.
Who said this? Probably YouTube. What are we doing? Yep. We're gonna go over to YouTube for one, and then I'm also going to probably start streaming on a platform called YouNow. Thank you, Jovan, for tagging the Patreon and the YouTube. She's like YouTube's, and she knows how to embed links in text.
Clever.
Very clever. Thank you again, Jovan. I'm so happy your dad was there, Susanna. How exciting for you to have some wheels. Stoked for you. So flipping cool. Okay, for family. Gotta go get some winter tires. Probably won't be back in time to catch the rest. Probably not. We'll see you again soon though. Have a good one. Drive safe, you know. I don't know if it's already
Come back,
icy.
Corey Taylor.
Corey is the one that has fruit cup as a little daughter.
Fruit cup.
Take care, wonderful people. Love the YouTube. Check it
Mooper
out.
Loompa Venethrap wins.
You wanna try and read that one? Try it.
Mooper Loompa Venethrap wins Skiskopity Boombia all over planet Squabalomps.
That was good.
Oh man.
It
That
doesn't
was a
your
roller
brain, huh?
coaster.
Like it feels like something is happening.
It kind of reminds me of the Plumbus from Rick and Morty.
Mm.
The Plumbus.
Weirdly enough, almost all alien
Swamp
languages
your
are
Plumbus.
like
Scroomdom.
the plumbers. Oh, you have to move the squampity
Swamp
scoops.
it, dude. Then you move the Google one.
Chop off the squamper. Bro, like I feel it's done something to our brains. It's opened us to new information.
I'm not ready.
Thank you, God.
I need another 80 years of mental training.
Bro, God is here to train us, man. That's gotta be a Gob comment. It is, Heather. Gob. Thanks, guys. I'm excited for freedom by proxy because only my partner can drive. It's more than I had before, so I'm grateful. And there will be more still, Susanna. See this as your reality, opening up to you ceaselessly. So much love to you. That cauliflower is a G. He's in a lot of Reddit groups. I wish he wouldn't smoke though, especially not a pack a day. And that's very common in China, by the way. Like it was, dude, you know how customary it was for my students' dads to walk up to me and give me cigarettes?
How what it was?
Common.
Oh, common.
Christian, every single one of my classes, one of the teachers come, or one of the parents
Students'
come,
dads.
yeah,
just gave you cigarettes.
they're like, gives me 2 cigarettes, and I'm like, and
Yes,
it's rude.
this is totally chill.
It's rude to deny them as well, so you take them.
What kind of shady behavior is that?
That's how it is. Oh. No, they do it in front of you. And then they give you 2
Yeah,
cigarettes.
that's what I mean. It's like,
I mean, imagine if I just walked around giving people joints. Like they would really love me.
I
for
think
it.
that's still kind of fine. Even a J to it. Don't do this. Don't quote me. Even a J to a child. But anyway, still better than giving them cigarettes.
FBI. Yeah, technically. I mean,
FBI, open door.
he would probably get put on his ass if he tried to smoke that joint, but a cigarette might turn into another cigarette.
Hey, you'll be wise as hell after it. Know the
Suddenly
real
starts levitating 3 inches off the ground always. Too holy to touch. Too holy to touch the earth again.
Is Dry Historian Gob?
No.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
It's not. You called it.
Oh, you called it.
Yeah.
Right.
Dry historian says though, I know someone that smokes like 3 packs a day. I wish they wouldn't. Well, like this might be morbid, but in enough time they'll stop. I promise you.
I know a lot of people that smoke copious quantities and they've made it into ripe old ages. I don't know how.
Yeah,
But they do.
I mean, all I'm saying is you'll
At
stop.
that point,
All
it's
of
just
us-
infused
All
into
of
their
us stop
DNA.
eventually with something.
They're just smog cloud breathers.
Swarm.
They can probably survive
Yeah.
in an apocalyptic
I was about to
scenario
say,
with no
dude,
oxygen.
like there's nuclear fallout, and the people that smoke cigarettes the whole time are the ones that are.
Fresh air.
Imagine. No, I'm not God. Love you, Dry. Dry actually finished, school while he was here with us as well. Brother Kyle, drive by love, sending you love too. Skibop, yibbity, yee, yow, skibyow, whoop! Yes.
Squabby woo.
Squatty, whoop! Thank you, Ventura, full of the love. Quitting smoking is getting harder every time I pick it back up. I'm down to 2 cigs a day, but that's because I can smoke weed, because I can't smoke weed anymore. That was also hard to quit. I'm hanging on to coffee with my dear life. I feel the same. Even though I only drink
you
one.
can replace it with snorting crack. It's
Yeah,
also
you can just start doing copious
Yeah,
amounts of
just-
coke.
snort a lot of crack
Don't,
every day.
don't listen to any of us. We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Mindful breathing. Reminding yourself of why you're
Water.
stopping in the first place.
Drink
Drinking
water.
Also a
Drink
good one.
more water. Every time you want to have a cig, drink some water. When I have another cig, go eat an apple.
Dude, Dry Historian got his first internship. And he's gonna go out of Spain for it. Man.
It's out of Spain. Are you in Spain right now, my dude? That's hectic. What internship is it?
Let us know. Thank you for letting us know, friend. Just for the bits of information as well. Silly nonsense brings spicy novelty to life. No one has ever made those sounds in that sequence, on a live stream ever before, and probably never will again. You've created that. Created a moment. Cobb's words literally melt our brains. It's the way it's supposed to be. Susanna, you can do it too, friends. Cobb, how about your fur babies? That's honestly so funny when you read it out loud. A little bit of nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men. Like for me, my favorite wise men
Be
quote
goofy. Be
is
goofy.
it's the mark of a wise mind to be able to entertain an idea without accepting it as truth. I really like that one. So yes, being goofy is a big one of you, right? My brain locks up after the first few words trying to read Gabi's slam poetry sentences. It refuses to try and process the rest. I almost disconnect my brain and I just let myself make the sounds without trying to understand. I feel it's easier that way. Words are forbidden knowledge. I give out joints. I buy packs of pre-rolls. They make good tips. You know, that's living in California for you, dude. You tip people joints.
California.
California. Just joy beef, passing out joints.
Californication.
I quit smoking cold turkey back in 2010. I haven't smoked cigarettes since. Oh, gangster. So strong. Thank you for encouraging us in the same way. Sam's here too. So much love to you. Hey, even Aiden. You're like the festival fairy. The person leaves joints in passed out people's hands so they wake up with a gift. I should do
That's
that.
a great idea.
That's really cool, huh? Have you ever tried smoking hemp flowers, Susanna? Maybe that's a way. Aiden, love to you. It's nice to have you here, dear friend. How are you doing? No, I have tried no THC and high CBD pre-rolls. No, I have tried no THC and high CBD pre-rolls. They are okay, but it's different. I'm so confused. No THC. Reading is hard. What does words even mean? I just gotta stop being a baby. I'm actually dyslexic, you know. I'm actually dyslexic this year. My mom took me to get tests, and they were like, "Yeah, he's fucking broken," you know.
Oh, shame.
I was like, and they tried to put me in a special class, dude.
I thought you were gonna say they tried to put me down.
They tried to put me down. It was like, yeah, just. Dude, the person that tested me had wolves. So if they tried to put me down, they would just feed me to
I
the
may be
wolves.
dyslexic, but I'm also really fast.
Bro,
Runs.
you're not faster than wolves, Christian.
I,
I'm just like, I'm
that's
seeing,
fair.
like, I see the whole
I'm faster at
fractal-
climbing than wolves.
That's probably true. I'm seeing the whole fractal attached to these tests when I had them done, dude. And there was a bunch of other kids as well. And this dude had actual fucking wolves, dude. And I was 7. So an animal that you look like, it stands above you. It has an eye height higher than yours, and it's like a dog, and you're like,
Bork.
I wanted to touch them, of course.
Wolf.
I was like, please let me pet you.
Giga wolf.
Giga wolf. Bro, it was a whole experience. You can't replace it with snorting. God, I wasn't ready for that one.
Crack.
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 Technically, crack is coke. I don't know. Isn't
Crack
it?
cocaine.
Yeah, technically that's what it is.
There's a different.
If you snort crack is technically the smokable version of cocaine. I think that's the way it
Is
works.
Crack like meth? I don't know.
Meth is meth.
I'm no expert.
No, I don't have to travel. It's remote. I wish I had the money for abroad stuff though.
Just sell your body.
Don't say wish, say I will have the money later
Create
for
an
abroad
OnlyFans.
stuff. Create a Patreon at least.
I'm full of bad advice.
I think the generation older than my parents,
Wait
they
for-
smoked a lot, drank often, but managed to live long lives because their lifestyles were very active and food was very healthy.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel activity, right? Moving your body is a big one, no matter what you do. I smoke only organic crack. Yes. The weeds growing from the plants.
KC dropping some forbidden knowledge.
I've never smoked cigarettes, but here's a tip. Try quitting while you have an injury. I have 3 people who have quit while their bodies were healing from injuries. They said the discomfort distracted them from wanting to smoke.
Yeah, just injure yourself first. Like,
Just throw yourself to the
yourself off
Empire
the roof.
Building. You know? I promise you'll either stop smoking afterwards or you'll start smoking while you're falling. That's a little bit grim, isn't it? I'm sorry. I think it's good advice though. Distract yourself with something maybe beneficial. I'm dyslexic too, Melty. Sick, dude. My dyslexia is mostly like swapping B's and D's. B's, D's. D's, B's?
these nuts.
Swapping D's, B's. and it's been a process. I feel like I've read enough to know. Like it's almost like now you read the words as collectives, right? Instead of actually having to look at the letters, and I feel that helps for my reading. Cocaine is powder, crack is the rock form of cocaine. You see, oh.
Told you, forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, thank you, Heather, for teaching us as well. My partner manages a weed shop, so I have many other options. But you're not allowed to smoke anymore? I don't know if you shared why. You didn't have to, of course, but I am curious. It's a blessing and a curse. I have seen multiple ceremonies where tobacco was used and viewed as sacred. It makes me contemplate its use. I smoke a blunt every once in a blue moon. I don't think tobacco in of itself is bad. I just think the industry around tobacco right now is bad. Like they put so many chemicals in average cigarettes to keep them burning in a certain way. If you have like a traditional, almost like cigar, like a proper dude grew his own tobacco cigarette rolled for you, and you're smoking it with this intention of healing intent, like allowing that stimulus to bring things up and purge things out of you, then I feel it can be used in a sacred and ceremonial way. But smoking 20 cigarettes a day, I feel it takes a little bit of the sacredness away from it.
The tar isn't exactly great.
It's a lot, dude.
I think tar is such a strange thing to want to.
A carcinogen in general, right? I got an enhanced license just before COVID hit and the lockdown happened. So I could go to Canada and smoke the weed there. Now that the border is open again, I can come. When I do, maybe I'll go to his shop. That sounds sick, actually. Like Reed Melty. The cigs have hundreds of chemicals. It's a little bit absurd, you know. I feel we've reached a point in our humanity where we've become very desensitized to the things we put in our bodies.
I think it's just so strange that we got to the point where we're like, yeah, we're gonna put poison in these things and let people smoke them. Like, who allowed?
For me, the thing is like how we went for the longest time, Holmes, to only being able to put things in our bodies that we found with our hands, right? And then brought from our hands to our faces. That's the only mode of consuming things that we have. Now things come from literally across the planet. Like this pack of tea came all the way from California, having been manifested by Joy Vive into my hands, and now I can put this in my body, right? Like, even though I know that little fractal of where it came from, I don't know where it came from before Joy Vive bought it at the shop, right? Where did the tea leaves come from? Where did the weed grow that is put into that, you know, little product? Where did the plastic come from around it? Where was it packaged? Where was it? Like, who was the person who did the designs on the front of it?
Such nice packaging.
It's so beautiful, dude. Like, there is so many layers. Again, coming back to today's stream topic. So many layers to everything we consume these days that it has created a sense of a dissonance, you know, we don't know.
You could like cut it open. It doesn't have like a little... See, that's one thing they could have done better.
I actually prefer it this way, dude. I do. When it was pure tobacco, smoked from pipes or cigarettes, it isn't quite as bad. But it's the other ingredients, tar and formaldehyde, plus the filters are terrible for you. It is not advised. And like we know this at least with the current scientific climate as well. Blushing in the sky, seeing you again. I'm sorry for missing you last time. It's nice to have you. Aunt B is here too.
Hello, Aunt B.
So much love for you. I also don't like smelling like an ashtray. Yeah, cigarettes don't smell particularly nice, and they really stick with you as well. I called Tokyo Smoke. It's called Tokyo Smoke. It's a chain though, so there's a lot of them. I can't smoke THC anymore because of my bipolar 1. It changes my mental state too much and sometimes triggers my psychosis. That gets out of hand, gets me sent to the hospital. It gets me stressed, gets stressful in my brain, sort of like a reality, out reality, sort of like a in reality, out reality roller coaster. My brain can't take it sometimes. I'm happy that you're aware, right? Some people go through states like that and they're like, yep, this is normal. I'm supposed to feel this way.
Jovan, please.
And they keep doing it to themselves. So I'm happy that you're listening at least. Shouldn't have been called Smoke Your Toke. Smoke Your Toke. Tokyo Smoke, Smoke Your Toke. I kind of like it. I feel I agree. Opportunity missed. Jovan, this is where the big brain comes in. We scoop them. You know, it's like I see all of this business left on the table. Scoop it. That's Joe. That's genius. She really is. I've become so sensitive to chemicals. I can't stand a lot of perfumes or candles or even cleaning products without my throat feeling like it's burning. Since I switched over to like normal bar soap, you know, using healthy oils, I've been feeling nicer for it as well. I think it's very psychological. I
How's
think
that lemongrass in the bath?
It's very nice.
It's
It
nice.
smells nice. I have some lemongrass oil in the bathroom. It's genius. Unfortunately, I smoke nicotine e-cigarettes, quit tobacco and marijuana in 2020. I feel the e-cigarettes might be a little bit better.
It's kind of like vape. It is vape, right?
It's
Nicotine
vegetable,
salts.
vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol are the two chemicals that the vegetable juices or the vape juices are made up of. And then they have salted nicotine that you
Didn't
mentioned.
you like big time smoke vapes at some point? Yeah.
I did. And then, weirdly enough, Zoe also asked me that today. And I was like, yeah, but then my vape got stolen. And I was like, fine,
Fine, no vaping.
I guess I'm not vaping anymore. Blushing, boop, oh man. Every time I see a Reddit friend, it's like a bittersweet sting. Seeing your names pop up in the chat streams has always been a dopamine rush. Thank you for sharing that. So beautiful, Jovan. We love you friends dearly, really. Good morning. I can't message you. It's continuous. It's okay. I reveled listening to your voice message. Blush. That's nice. Thank you for sending love to one another as well. I want to take it. I want to make it a reality. Who knows? I don't think it's that far away anymore. Nice natural ingredient bar soap is something I invest in. It feels better for me. Me too, actually, dry story. My skin just feels, the first time I articulated this, waterproof. Like after you wash yourself with that, it feels like your skin is sealed, dude. Which is an odd feeling to have. You have to get used to it at first, actually. Lemongrass is nice, it really is. Joe Schmo! Hiya! Kung Fu noises. I hope I did it justice. Love to you. We have the bots being like, you want some segs? We can give you all of the
That
segs.
is so annoying.
Bruh, that's the world we're in right now. The bots are
That's
everywhere.
freaking horrifying, man.
All we have to do is let go of that too, man. I'm seeing a piece of dice floating in the air, but instead of having little dollops, you know, little holes, the holes are extruded outwards, so they stick into the environment.
I just think it's so like intrusive. That's some sort of YouTube license. Isn't YouTube supposed to be like family friendly or some shit?
Yeah.
Does it do porn?
I mean, technically, I can
Porn
monetize these streams right now, and that is not exactly something monetizers would like to see, bro. Whole of the adpocalypse. Lol, the bots, they're everywhere, right? All we can do is love them too. Ooh, sexy bot, sex bot. Do they dance?
Virtually, yeah.
I guess. I don't know what a vert girl is, dude.
Vert girl, virtual girl.
Maybe that's what it means?
It is a virtual girl.
Like, how much are they really saving that much with leaving the extra 3 letters out?
Maybe.
Maybe there's like some sort of like limitation of the bot to be able to only send a few texts or a few lines of text. The holes on dice are called pips. The more you know. They're called pips, Christian.
So you should just have a word for literally everything.
You know, this is bringing me back to that Phineas and Ferb episode. What's
I
it
would
called?
call it grooves. Or like
Taglet?
grooves.
Is that what it's called?
What's a taglet?
A taglet is the little bundle at the tip of your shoelace.
Oh, okay.
Right? Taglet? Is that what it's called? To the Phineas and Ferb watchers. Some of your friends know. My brain has already deleted that information as well. It's like, that's, you don't even know that. Fun fact. To the learn, thank you. I'm happy that you're enjoying it as well, Dry Story. And I don't know why I said holes though. The dots. Technically they're holes. They're like divots.
They're
Divots.
grooves.
Divots is probably what I would have called them. Like, grooves. Groove is long. It's like dragged. The divot is like a bloop. Aglet. There we go. Your shoelace aglet, I believe. Did I say it incorrectly? Did I say Aglit?
I don't remember.
I also can't remember. Now Aglit is exactly what I
It's too
said.
late to replace that word now.
Yeah, it's like my brain, it doesn't know anything else. Reported. Thank you, dear friend. Christian sounds like he knows more about sex bots than he's letting on.
You have no idea.
Christian is a sex bot.
I'm actually a virtual sex bot.
He's actually not even here right now. he's not.
This is all virtually rendered right now.
I feel like this is a rabbit hole I don't really want to go down.
Not subscribe to the virtual sex bots online. Just got gifted the male one.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm stuck with him, and he's like sentient and fuck.
I'm now permanently recording these videos.
He's imprinted onto me. I mean, I can't get rid of him. Concave, convex. There we go. There's some more of them. We're gonna pull a card, and then we're gonna probably get ready for our adventures, Christian.
Sure. Sure.
How far away is it, Centurions?
It's like 20 minutes.
20 minuten, Christian. We're going to a place that has a pool table, apparently. That's all it has? A pool table?
It's got 2 pool tables.
2 pool
Yeah.
tables. Yes.
Christy, baby, Kaval, baby.
Hey, Cable.
Mr. Fellow Poet.
It's nice to have you. 666 showing new beginnings. Starting. Melt family. Cable, dude, we're present. I'm present to see your comments as they come through. It's card time. Yes, it is. You're here just in time. Project. Think hard, right? Like imagine yourself looking into the universe, watching as I'm shuffling this deck, right? Following the exact card you want to see. And then as I pull it, be willing to receive, I guess. Can't spell Christian without the A and the I. And the best part is,
I'm just the latest.
she's even spelling your name correctly, dude. H with 1A.
That is quite nice of you, thank you.
So much love to you. Anyone seen the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise? A Flugelbinder. I don't have any idea what any of those words mean. I haven't seen it
I haven't
actually.
watched too many Tom Cruise movies.
I also haven't seen anything recently. Can we take a moment to send our dear friend Terpillus some healing energies? Haven't heard from him since his day after his surgery. I'm seeing a pharaoh, weirdly enough. I don't really see Egyptian iconography a lot, dude. But I saw a pharaoh, kind of like, you know, with his beard and this little staff he said he was holding. Does anyone else like to sniff their cats? Mine seems to smell so nice.
Be careful of that, they're releasing pheromones that make you addicted to them.
Yeah, and
These are actual facts.
like I don't get close to our cats, you know, like with my hands or my face because that would just me. So you're definitely alone on that one. I can feel me, my aura in real time. It's here always. Green and blues. Let's see. I'm with the card, baby, accepting fully. White flower. I totally smell my cat Joy. I also cuddle him until he's annoyed because I love him to death. That's some true love right there. Okay, let's see what card we'll get. Melt access to his mental spirit. Melts access to his mental spiritual realms as fire. I'm happy you think so, friend. I feel pretty lost most days. Right? Was being all dramatic today, so I'm really happy you think that. Right? Thank you, Val. Thank you, Shannon. Mochi will be 10 years old on the 28th of this month. Let's see. Which card? You can tell me to stop?
Stop!
Upside down, huh? We've recently pulled this one. The octahedron again. Is it octahedron?
It is.
Octahedron.
Wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was recently. We've been pulling cards consecutively again. It's interesting that it happens, bro. Like there's almost like a certain resonance arises from the cards we pull, and then we keep pulling the same cards over and over again with like different vibes, dude. Card number 54. This is the one that you read, I think, last time. Remember?
Probably.
Yeah, I think you did.
Upside down this time though.
Yeah, upside down is the first meaning we'll read. Reversed. Didn't we pull this like 2 days ago? An aspect of intolerance needs to be addressed. Expand the generosity of your spirit and feel how that lightens your life. Intolerance. I think intolerance comes in multiple ways. Again, to attach it to today's stream topic, notice the layers. If you feel intolerant, notice all of the layers because people make decisions, do things for different reasons, and they sometimes their reasons might seem selfish, but
I have a severe struggle with patience.
he
It's
does.
been a
It really does.
interesting journey in life trying to master that. And that's the worst part is you have to be patient to master patience.
Patience to get
paradox.
patience. Well, let's see if this has some wisdom for us, Christian. The octahedron, with its 8 triangular faces, is one of 5 three-dimensional shapes called the Platonic solids. Seen in another way, an octahedron is a figure created by 2 pyramids sharing the same base. Wasn't I just talking about Egyptian iconography as well, dude? Brains. One pyramid points up and one pyramid points down, dividing space into 8 equal directions. The octahedron is associated with the element of air and is a symbol of nourishment with the powerful ability to bring together different viewpoints. It is earth and sky energies united. It is male and female in balanced understanding. This card invites you to consider how your life is nourished by broadening your perspectives and looking at the many facets in many directions in order to find balance and nourishment. Reflect on the effects of 8 aspects on the object of your inquiry. Sit quietly and breathe in and out. Contemplate each aspect. How does cooperation affect your view of the situation? Might patience help events to flow more freely? Remember, at our core, we are all love, and joy and peace are our birthright. Feel appreciation for the process and gratitude for the understanding you will gain. You may want to choose other aspects to explore. Create your own list. This message here is to know that you will be nourished by expanding your point of view. Seeing more layers, understanding there are so many layers to everything. Like I said this word to Christian before we started the stream, is that life is nuanced, right? You can be a vegan, but if you own a cat, things need to die for that cat to continue living. That's just how it has to be, you know? And you can force your cat to be vegan with you, or you can feed your cat meat. And you can buy the cat meat, and you can contribute to the murder of things. Still being a vegan, believing that that's not the way it's supposed to be.
And if you're looking at it from like an animal cruelty perspective, aren't you enslaving your cat technically?
Yeah, and it'd be cruel to not feed that meat because that's what they eat.
Mm.
So life is nuanced. Life has layers. Expand your viewpoint. Know that there is a lot to it. So much. Melt, my friend, love seeing you, Cookie Monster. I think Cookie Monster started joining here last time I was here, right? Love to you too, friend. It's nice to have you.
Hasn't Cookie Monster been around for like forever?
Not for that long. I mean, almost for a year. Maybe like the last of last time. Like the last November I was here. I need to work on my patience as well. We actively are, right? This is us working on patience in a way as well. Every day being patient, stepping closer to our future. Or patience with patience, perhaps. That will help as well. There's patience, dude. I've never had to meet patience myself.
I
But
think that's one of the most frustrating things about patience is you need to be patient to get patience.
oh goodness, dude. Otherwise, there's no patience at all. I have the cat parasite for sure. Toxoplasmosis in your brains. I saw a boat in a storm as you said those words. Even a boat in a storm is not lost yet. A boat in a storm is wherever that boat is, right?
Unless the people on it feel lost.
Exactly, dude. You were technically never lost. You're always here and now. Maxine got this. Did the card octahedron? Apparently, I do too. I'm totally addicted to my fur creatures. Yeah, probably. Christian needs one of my remedies. I think so. What
Anything.
tarot/book is that? Sacred Geometry for the Visionary Path by Francine Hart. Brother Cable. Air Signs. Had a reading last night. This card has also in that one. Oh goodness, Jack, that's pretty trip. What book is that? Sacred Geometry, not tarot. Thank you.
Apparently the octahedron is wrecking reality right now.
Yeah, dude, is not that, not from his hands, no. But I felt him in the room. That's pretty crazy. He does it from time to time, Joe. So do I. Happy birthday, Machi. My cat Colin would be Machi's cousin's mean. Thank you for the love. Love to little Machi. Machi says thank you and brings pizza. Don't threaten me with a good time, Machi. Bruh, if your cat just brought you a slice of pizza into the house suddenly, would you eat it?
Yeah, sure.
I probably would as well.
For
but-
sure. It's a nice fresh.
Nice,
slice.
just a hot piece of slice of pizza. Like, where did you get this cat? Who did you steal this from? You just hear people shouting in your, in your like, apartment block. Melty, I feel like you've mastered patience after being on the farm. You think I'm patient, Christian?
No. I think he's gotten a lot better.
I'm proud of myself, actually,
He's
dude.
gotten a lot better.
I'm really proud of myself. I
But
feel
no.
my level of patience is just gonna keep increasing. I'll be able to see the world explode, and I'll be patiently waiting for it to reconsolidate.
I'm disconnecting talking papers.
So many layers for us to see, so many layers to be. Cookie is also hosting her own talk. She is. She's a creator. I hope you guys have a nice dinner. Thank you, Joy B. Arpan disconnecting taught me patience. Oh yes, Arpan is definitely teaching me a lot of patience. Arpan, like I feel the progress we're making as well, you know. Like we create these narratives about how fast things are supposed to happen. I know Christian is a big proponent of that, you know, like, oh, these things would have happened by this age. And then we tell ourselves stories
right,
about how bad or how much
Setting
of a failure
deadlines.
we are, yeah.
Life don't have deadlines except for your death, obviously.
Except for the ultimate deadline.
Which is also uncertain.
Joe is saying the pizza delivery cat. Yes, dude. I'm seeing a cat with like a pizza box attached to its back as well. Love cables, spitting rhymes in chat. Thank you for doing the same, friend. It's a trip. See you guys get older from when I first started watching the streams.
Hey,
I can see it in your faces.
you're
Don't say stuff like that, Maxine.
You're getting old.
It's been like a year.
I'm not old. You're old.
Or where suddenly starts, you know, working out harder.
Yeah, dude.
Starts adding all of the cream onto my
I'm
face.
glad she included you in this.
You know, I'm getting younger, Christian.
Yeah, sure.
Weirdly enough, think about it though. Like I feel honestly, I look younger now than I did.
Bro,
4 years
judging from
ago.
your passport photo, yes.
Like, you want to see what my passport photo looks like, friends? Like, this is what I look like as a 17-year-old. This is me at 17. What the fuck? This is me with short hair. So, I feel I've gained more youth in trying. At that point in my life, I was very much not a happy person. At that point in my life, I enjoyed watching people have an existential crisis. I think that's a good way to put it. It was like, oh yeah, you think you know shit, huh? No. Life is a boat at sea. We just have to learn to navigate the turbulence without flipping the boat. And the best thing is, you have to go with the rocking, right? As bad as it gets, you just have to keep your body in flow with that rocking. Love to all of your friends. Be safe. Have a good day and night. Smile. Thank you for the encouragement, Heather. Love to you too. It's not the vessel that assumes a safe voyage, but the captain. I thought of this quote when I read this. The layers. See yourself as the captain, as the boat, as the ocean, as the storm whipping you back and forth. It's all of you. It's all of what we are. It's a trip. Not in a bad way. We're becoming more mature. She's not calling us old. We're becoming
old.
more mature. You're old, Christian.
You're old.
No, you're old.
No, you're old.
You're the one that's getting gray.
No,
sir.
I'm gonna be the wizard kid.
Have the most beautiful day, everyone. I hope you all. I love you all. I hold you all in my heart, and I love you very, very dearly. Mel, Christian, and all of you amazing friends. Love you too, dear Shan. Thank you. Also, thanks, Indira, sharing poetic power as a gift I'm blessed to have and share. And you share it so well. That's the thing for me, Cable. It's like it just flows naturally out of you. It's just what I expect at this point. You guys are constantly going to grow. I was in no way an insult, it was a compliment. You hear that, Christian?
Hmm?
Stop being offended right now.
I will punch you in the penis.
I'm gonna have to go and wrangle him, choke him out, drop him to the ground, drag him back to his room, put a joint in his hand so he can wake up with it. Right? That's how it works. If you strangle someone half to death, leave a joint in their hand so they feel okay about it. No, not supposed to do that.
We can experiment with.
That picture looks like a painting of you. I have a painting of me that's pretty bad as well. It's also like in the same vibe, Charlie. Remember way back when, you know, like when you guys weren't old. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah.
Someone's tuning us.
Young Mel, we're getting chewed. You want to show them what you look like?
So many pimples in that photo.
You do have a bit of pimples. My skin was pretty good in this photo. I mean, pretty good. Definitely not great. Just again.
Well, it looked like I was going. Then again, it was 2013, so I was like 18 years old actually.
Horrifying. Look at this dude.
Horrifying.
Get it closer a bit as well.
Oh my god, no. Oh god, oh.
Like that photo makes me think of that Lucifer painting where he's just like,
Lucifer going through puberty.
yeah. Oh my goodness, look at that job. Thank you, friends, for spending some time with us. Meld had adolescent angry face. Exactly, right? I feel I could buy alcohol as a 14-year-old because I already looked like that as well, dude. Like I got old quick. Like seriously, Christian. Like I felt like an old man as a 17-year-old as well. I was like, why do I already feel jaded and in a state of hatred for the world? I should be happy. I should be lighthearted. And I'm just like, death. Death is the only thing that's real. Oh, death. Things will die. Things will become mush. Things will melt into the ground again. And yes, that's true. It's true. It's true as anything else is. But it's what I choose to tell myself now. Right? And I realized that along the way, that if I tell myself a story about doom and gloom, about how unfair the world is, about how I've been wronged, about the injustices that I'm being faced with, about the difficulty it will take, the work, the effort, there we go, that it will take to just do something, right? Do something new, do something original. I was angry. I was so angry. And then I realized I can either keep telling myself the story of anger, I can keep adding layers of separation, you know, to add it in another way that's a little bit more topic bound. Or I can stop. And it took a lot. It's still taking, you know, a lot every single day. Your friends help, seriously. I have a painting of myself as well. I commissioned a portrait a few years ago, and I gifted it to my mom. That's so nice, Joy B. That's beautiful. You studs, you. You're so much love to you, Shine. What nice boys. Thank you. I think us, those two versions of us were not nice boys.
No. Well, I wasn't horrible. It's just
Angry.
unaware.
Yeah. Unaware is a good word.
Ignorant.
Good. That's a very
Naive.
good one. We didn't realize the full impact. We didn't understand all the layers, Christian.
So many layers.
So many layers. There we go. Adding more layers to the layers topic. Thank you, friends. I heard that in Grandma's voice. Such nice boys. The mom. Now I know how I did enjoy you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'll see you soon. Probably tomorrow around the same time. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye, everyone. Cheers, cheers.